Hello there, this is John Ruman, International Business Coach and Consultant, asking you if you keep your workspace a mess or absolutely clean. And if we have not met before, I have a passion for helping people really to achieve their greatest potential in life. And the reason I bring this up is your environment, the space around you, how you experience what your day life is, because most of us work a fair amount of our time, will impact how you feel. So this is a powerful point today, so we're going to discuss it in brief and how it can affect you and some ideas on how you can actually overcome this that don't feel like a big deal if you're not the cleaning type of person, things that you can do that really can help you along. First of all, if you are in Trinidad, I want to just take a moment to say I hope you're safe, as we had a fairly substantial earthquake the other day. So I hope you're safe and well for those that are watching. So let's jump into this. So everyone has had both experiences, I'm sure, where an environment is totally clean. It just feels nice just to be in there. You've been in those kinds of spaces. And then you've been in spaces that just feel like a cluttered mess, like there was an earthquake or something that happened that made it just a total terrible experience for everyone involved. So there are a few ways to get around this. So I hope you can feel the difference between clutter and a clean space. And if you have never experienced a clean space, I want to invite you to make your space impeccably clean and give me feedback as to how you feel. So let me give you some ideas that are very, very helpful and to further this along. So first of all, one of the easiest ways to do this is when you leave for the day, 5 minutes before your day is up. I don't care if you work for yourself and it's just the time you set forth, or 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 2 p.m., 8 a.m., whatever time you finish your day. Take a 5-minute span and make your place clean and neat, and make it such that when you enter that space the next time you're there, it feels easy and light and welcoming, because that will make you much more productive. If your mind sees scatter and mess, it won't. There's a famous example of Steve Jobs of Apple, and when he got first fired from Apple, he worked at Next is the name of the company. And Next had all of these wonderful slogans like "You're amazing," "Have a blessed day," "Keep a positive frame of mind," all these kinds of slogans on the walls. And he said, paint the walls white because I don't want distractions when I'm working. And the initial reaction from staff was that it didn't jive. They didn't like it. They liked the positive quotes and such on the wall, but what they actually found after a short while is they're much more productive, because your brain will see that and read the quotes, and it'll use that distraction, even though it's positive, for you. And not that I don't discourage having positive things on your background of your desktop or whatever, but the point is it allows you to actually have a clear mind, a clean slate, which is why you hear that term. You want to have a clean slate when you get started. So here's a couple ideas. So again, you do it when you leave work, so that way when you come back the next day, it's clean. If you have an organization and multiple people share the same space, make a new rule and implement it such that when people leave their work for the day, they are actually, hey guys, they're actually able to now have the rule that they got to clean it up, so when the next person comes in, it's clean for everyone. So if you have a shared space, just implement that as a ground rule for the location. Same idea for online, social media, email, etc. The reason we call it spam, it's basically clutter. So it's ideal that if you have a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group or whatever, that people aren't spamming it with miscellaneous cluttering topics which get it distracted from where it's supposed to be focused. So again, on a physical space, use it for when you are before you leave for work. If you have a workspace, make it a rule. If you have a desktop computer or anything with a whole bunch of stuff, ideally stack it so it's neat, so it feels nicer. And that is a big, big difference there. So I hope this helps you. What I would like to do now, real quick, is just tell you a little bit about a workshop I have on stress relief, which starts this Sunday, and it starts in just over 3 days there. So in almost exactly 3 days from now, the workshop will start. It'll be totally on stress relief, and the topics are going to be 3 areas, and here's a nice pretty picture you can see. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that great, beautiful picture. So it's in St. Augustine. The investment is $125 if you prepay. It's $175 you pay day of, 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Let me tell you the topic. So there's 3 main things that's going to happen. There's going to be 2 techniques that we're going to go over that will be dramatically reducing stress. One will have really, really high peak stresses and really bring it down, and the other will make you feel a very good sense of well-being and interconnectedness and actually make you more heart-centered. And then the other factor is we're going to talk about a workshop of different ideas and different areas that people experience stress and how we can minimize, mitigate, or eliminate those stresses. And then last but not least, for people who have a challenge saying no to people and take things on and feel overwhelmed and don't communicate, we'll have a section on that as well, because that really impacts a lot of people. So if you have any questions on this, I'd love to see you. Feel free to message me, share this with your friend if you know of people who experience stress or are very cluttered. Not that we're going to hit cluttered very heavily on the actual workshop itself, but it's important that people begin to really take reference to the importance of having a clean, organized space. So this is why I'm sure many of you heard the term feng shui, and feng shui is just the traditional Chinese methodology that would basically maximize people's success in health, wealth, relationships. And it was so coveted that the elite, the royals, the certain people in society literally hid it from everyone else. And it was not really until recently that people in the main you, me kind of people got to actually experience this from real people who expressed it. And a lot of the fundamentals just kind of make sense, but they kind of take it a whole other level. So I'm not talking to that level of depth, and if you want to go to that level of depth, I would invite you to explore it. But I'm just talking about declutter your space, your day starts clean, your mind is clear, just sweeping the floor periodically, those kind of basic things, but decluttering is huge. So we'll talk about other areas to declutter and how to handle that at another point. But thank you for watching. Again, if you have any questions about the upcoming workshop on Sunday, I'd love to see you. And if you miss this after that, all good. Just say, hey, John, I want to do one of your stress relief workshops. And I would also encourage you to like or pass this around, share it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you watch on Facebook, go to my site, my Facebook page, and a messenger thing will pop up, and you can hit yes, I want to subscribe, and you'll actually get alerts when I'm going live. So, and also join my VIP email list so you can get emails from me on various topics. I don't spam. I will discuss events, but events are value added, but I'll give a lot of important information in every single email. I don't send junk emails. So all the best. Thank you so much. I'll see you on Sunday, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.